The Bayonne Diner is without a doubt the best concession in the Prudential Center. Recently, the Prudential Center has upgraded their video boards with menus that are hanging up. They say that they have a signature dog, and this is the only place you can find the Taylor ham sandwich. But much like anything else, the food sits around. But since this is the busiest stand, there's at least some turnover. The Lofts. It's a special club area that you have to be like a special member of Prudential Center to get that. And you can actually, it's part of the, you go to get that seat for concerts too. It's a barbecue area. You can get a brisket sandwich here. Burnt ends, slowly smoked barbecue. Oh, we have a nice little mural up here of New Jersey heroes and devil heroes. These new video boards, they just added them. They have a silent auction over here. Plenty of nacho stands. And the nachos here are good. I would actually say the nachos are one of the best things they have here. Now, if the food is better on the lower level, that's a good thing. But the people in the upper level are fans too. And they should deserve some of the same food options. That's just me. They have other pizzevillas in the place. But every stand should be open. If you're not selling pizzavilla here, you should sell something else. They used to have something called the line change, where devil players would have some of their own foods items. And that is something that they also did away with. They used to have a boardwalk themed place here where you could get great chicken sandwiches. Not chicken, great cheesesteaks here. They no longer have great cheesesteaks. I mean, this was the era of Chico Eats. When Chico used to walk around this place, the food was actually decent. Here we have a boardwalk themed concession. But the concessions here are not much different than they are elsewhere in the arena. They have crab cakes in the seafood basket here. But if it's anything like the hot dog that's at this stand, I wouldn't even come close to touching it, even if I like seafood. I had a hot dog here one time that was cold. It was a cold dog. They do have fried Oreos, but this concession stand, by far, is the worst. The red light bar is an interesting area. Occasionally they'll have live music up here, much like they have on the lower concourse with local bands. It's kind of a party area. Hidden gems of the Prudential Center is up here on the upper concourse, which has on display the replica Stanley Cups the teams are given. Now, perhaps this area should be expanded and maybe find another spot to put this in to add even more items of the Devil's past. I like that they have a old Colorado Rockies uniform and a pennant and program from opening night. And of course they have right here Martin Brodeur's rookie jersey. But there's so much history in this team in 40 years. It deserves a better case than this. We also have a area of guitars from performers that have been at the Prudential Center. And this is a nice little area for people who come to concerts. Probably the best part of the upper concourse is over here. But the sliders sadly fall short of edibility. They're often cold and there's no specialization in them. This is a good popcorn stand, and they also have nachos here. Probably my go-to spot this season. Here's an example of a stand that's been closed. They used to have chicken tenders here and a steak sandwich. The steak sandwich was awful, but to close it takes away some of the options you have on the upper concourse. In the upper concourse, which features views of beautiful downtown Newark. This is a nice little area, a grab and go. They have sandwiches and various snacks, sodas and beers. Another closed concession stand. This was a pizza stand. I mean, the pizza when you get at an arena is typically not going to be great. But they had a interesting thing here. They had Parmesan sandwiches. Also, they weren't great. And they had a devil-shaped pretzel. Little area, a Heineken deck, where you could stand over the ice and sit and drink and have fun with your friends. Lots of ice cream places here. This year it's Welsh Farms. Pretty good areas. Auntie Anne's Pretzels. Another place where you can find chicken tenders. Chicken tenders could be the best thing to get here. I mean, the rest of the food, it just falls. You keep it on the heating lamp too long, and it's surely not going to be as good. Here's another place where you can find some hamburgers. One place has these devil horn fries. They should have the devil horn fries everywhere. When the Prudential Center first opened, this area was called Taste of Newark. They had different things, especially when this area first opened up, it was known as Taste of Newark. They had different offerings from a variety of areas in Newark, including a Jimmy Buff's Italian hot dog. Now, it's called the Ironbound. And aside from a Cuban sandwich and beef empanadas, the food is not much different than anywhere else in the arena. With all the great offerings down in the Ironbound. For this area to be called the Ironbound and to not actually have food from those restaurants is a travesty.